Hi, Storytime friends. I'm so glad you're back for another story time with me. How is everybody this week? No snow yet. It's getting closer though, isn't it? What is this time of year called? Winter. It is going to be winter, right? Well, today I thought we would talk about some animals who sleep in the wintertime. I mean, that's really what they do all winter long. They sleep. Does anybody know what that's called? Did you say hibernation? If you did, you would be right. Hibernating is when animals sleep all winter long. They find a den, a cave, a really cozy place to stay warm and rest most of the winter. Before we do that though, I think we should get some wiggles out. So stretch your arms out to the side and wiggle those hands like this. Can you do that? And then we're gonna clap and stomp. Are you doing both? Can you do both at the same time? That's kind of tough. What about the Happy and You Know It song? Do you remember that one? It's one of those songs where you have to follow the rules. So if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Did you do it right? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Okay, next is stomping those feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. Okay, now, if you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! Now all three, do you remember? If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hooray! If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hooray! If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hooray! How'd you do? That was pretty fun. Okay, do you remember the word? What was the word for animals who sleep most of the winter? Hibernation or hibernating, right? So if an animal hibernates, it means they need to find a place that's cozy and warm so they can sleep most of the winter. Our first story today is Time to Sleep. It's kind of a reflection on there, but can you see what kind of an animal that is? It looks like a bear to me. Did you know bears hibernate in the winter? Okay, here we go. Time to sleep. Bear sniffed once. She sniffed twice. I smell winter in the air, said Bear. It's time to crawl into my cave and sleep. But first, I must tell Snail. Snail was slowly slithering up one leaf and down the other. Snail, rumbled Bear, winter is in the air. It is time to sleep. Or to seal your shell and sleep. Snail stopped slithering. You are right, Bear, said Snail. This morning there was frost on the grass. It is time to sleep. But first, I must tell Skunk. Scritch, scratch, scratch. Skunk was busy digging grubs. Skunk, winter is on its way, said Snail. It is time for you to curl up in your den and sleep. Skunk looked up. The leaves on the trees were yellow and red. All right, said Skunk, I will sleep. But first, I must tell Turtle. Turtle was off on a ramble. Stop, Turtle, cried Skunk. I have news. Winter is on its way. Turtle blinked. Winter? Yes, winter, said Skunk. It is time for you to dig down deep and sleep. The days have been growing shorter, muttered Turtle. It is time to sleep. But first, I must tell Woodchuck. Turtle trudged up Woodchuck's hill. Woodchuck, called Turtle, winter is on its way. It is time for you to burrow down and sleep. Thank goodness, said Woodchuck with a sigh. My skin is so tight, I could not eat another bite. I am ready to sleep. But first, I must tell Ladybug. See the ladybug up there? Ladybug was perched high on a branch on a maple tree. Ladybug called Woodchuck. Winter is on its way. Ladybug flew over Woodchuck's head. The leaves are falling from the trees, said Woodchuck. It's time for you to slip under a log and sleep. All right, said Ladybug, but first, I must tell Bear. Bear was softly snoring in her cave. Bear, cried Ladybug, wake up, wake up. Bear grumbled and rolled over. The sky is full of geese honking goodbye, cried Ladybug. Winter is on its way. Bear opened one eye. Then she opened the other eye. What? Growled Bear. It is time to crawl into your cave and sleep, said Ladybug. Ladybug, grumbled Bear, I am in my cave, and I was asleep. Oh dear, said Ladybug, I'm so sorry, Bear. Please go back to sleep. Bear rolled over and closed her eyes. Ladybug slipped under a log nearby. Good night, Bug, said Bear. Good night, Bear, said Ladybug. Good night, Woodchuck. Good night, Turtle. Good night, Skunk. Good night, Snail. Good night, everyone. See you in the spring. Did you know all those animals hide away for the winter and sleep? It's pretty cool, huh? That means they must need to eat a lot of food so they don't get hungry. I bet some of them probably wake up and have a snack. Okay, I have a little poem before our next story, and I need you to help me. Can you make your hand just like this? So you have to make a fist and stick your thumb out. Do you see that? This is our cave, and this is our bear, okay? Here is the cave, and then you gotta stick that thumb inside the cave. Can you do that? Inside is a bear, and when he comes out to get some fresh air, in the sunshine and heat, he hunts in the forest, right? And eats berries. And then when the snow starts to fall, what does the bear need to do? Go into the cave where he will hide, and snow comes down and covers his cave like a fluffy white rug. Inside, Bear sleeps all cozy and snug. What do you think? Is that okay? Kind of fun? Okay, I have more bear hibernation sleeping stories. My next one is, can you sleep, little bear? Can't you sleep? Can't you sleep, little bear? All right. Once there were two bears. Do you see them both? Big Bear and Little Bear. Big Bear is the big bear, and Little Bear is the little bear. They played all day in the bright sunlight. When night came and the sun went down, Big Bear took Little Bear home to the bear cave. Do you see the bear cave? Big Bear put Little Bear to bed in the dark part of the cave. Go to sleep, Little Bear, he said, and Little Bear tried. Big Bear settled in the Big Bear chair and read his bear book by the light of the fire. But Little Bear couldn't go to sleep. Can't you sleep, Little Bear? Asked Big Bear, putting down his bear book, which was just getting to the interesting part, and padding over to the bed. I'm scared, said Little Bear. Why are you scared, Little Bear? Asked Big Bear. I don't like the dark, said Little Bear. What dark? Said Big Bear. The dark all around us, said Little Bear. Bear looked, and he saw that the dark part of the cave was very dark. So he went to the lantern cupboard and took out the tiniest lantern that was there. Big Bear lit the tiniest lantern and put it next to Little Bear's bed. There's a tiny light to keep you from being scared, Little Bear, said Big Bear. Thank you, Big Bear, said Little Bear, cuddling up in the glow. Now go to sleep, Little Bear, said Big Bear, and he padded back to the bear chair and settled down to read the bear book by the light of the fire. Little Bear tried to go to sleep, but he couldn't. Can't you sleep, Little Bear? Yawned Big Bear, putting down his bear book with just 4 pages to go to the interesting part and padding over to the bed. I'm scared, said Little Bear. Why are you scared, Little Bear? Asked Big Bear. I don't like the dark, said Little Bear. What dark? Asked Big Bear. The dark all around us, said Big Bear. Little Bear. But I brought you a lantern, said Big Bear. Only a teeny weeny one, said Little Bear, and there's lots of dark. Big Bear looked, and he saw that Little Bear was quite right. There was lots of dark. So Big Bear went to the lantern cupboard and took out a bigger lantern. Big Bear lit the lantern and put it beside the other one. Now go to sleep, Little Bear, said Big Bear, and he padded back to the bear chair and settled down to read the bear book by the light of the fire. Little Bear tried and tried to go to sleep, but he couldn't. Can't you sleep, Little Bear? Grunted Big Bear, putting down his bear book with just 3 pages to go and padding over to the bed. I'm scared, said Little Bear. Why are you scared, Little Bear? Said Big Bear. I don't like the dark, said Little Bear. What dark? Asked Big Bear. The dark all around us, said Little Bear. But I brought you 2 lanterns, said Big Bear, a tiny one and a bigger one. Not much bigger, said Little Bear, and there's still lots of dark. Big Bear thought about it. And then he went to the lantern cupboard and took out the biggest lantern of them all, with 2 handles and a piece of chain. He hooked up the lantern above Little Bear's bed. I brought you the biggest lantern of them all, he told Little Bear. That's to keep you from being scared. Thank you, Big Bear, said Little Bear, curling up in the glow and watching the shadows dance. Now go to sleep, Little Bear, said Big Bear, and he padded back to the bear chair and settled down to read the bear book by the light of the fire. Little Bear tried and tried and tried to go to sleep, but he couldn't. Can't you sleep, Little Bear? Groaned Big Bear, putting down his bear book with just 2 pages to go and padding over to the bed. I'm scared, said Little Bear. Why are you scared, Little Bear? Asked Big Bear. I don't like the dark, said Little Bear. What dark? Asked Big Bear. The dark all around us, said Little Bear. But I brought you the biggest lantern of them all, and there isn't any dark left, said Big Bear. Yes, there is, said Little Bear. There is, out there. And he pointed out of the bear cave at the night. Big Bear saw that Little Bear was right. Big Bear was very puzzled. All the lanterns in the world couldn't light up the dark outside. Big Bear thought about it for a long time, and then he said, Come on, Little Bear. Where are we going? Asked Little Bear. Out, said Big Bear. Out into the darkness? Said Little Bear. Yes, said Big Bear. But I'm scared of the dark, said Little Bear. No need to be, said Big Bear, and he took Little Bear by the paw and led him out of the cave into the night, and it was dark. Oh, I'm scared, said Little Bear, cuddling up to Big Bear. Big Bear lifted Little Bear and cuddled him and said, Look at the dark, Little Bear. And Little Bear looked. I've brought you the moon, Little Bear, said Big Bear. The bright yellow moon and all the twinkly stars. But Little Bear didn't say anything, for he had gone to sleep, warm and safe in Big Bear's arms. Big Bear carried Little Bear back into the bear cave, fast asleep, and he settled down with Little Bear on one arm and the bear book on the other, cozy in the bear chair by the fire. And Big Bear read the bear book right to the end. Did you guys like that one? Sometimes a nightlight is helpful. Some people don't like nightlights, though. Some people like to sleep in the total dark. But I do love it that in the dark at night outside, we have twinkling stars and a moon. Those are amazing things to see. I have one more story to share with you. Can you guess what it's about? A bear and sleeping. This one's called Bear Can't Sleep. Lots of sleep problems today. What do you think of this one? In his home in the forest while the cold wind blows, Bear snuggles in his quilt from his nose to his toes. While the snowflakes fall and drifts pile high, Bear tosses and he turns. Bear moans and he sighs. He stares at the wall and he's not tired at all. And the bear can't sleep. Pitter-pat, tiptoe, Mouse scurries in the lair to check on the fire for his good friend Bear. Oh, Bear, Mouse squeaks, you are up too late. It is winter in the woods, and bears, what's that word? Hibernate. Mouse frets, dear me, while he brews mint tea, and the bear can't sleep. Bear is counting sheep. 1, 2, 3, 4, when a badger and hare tumble in through the door. Ho, Mouse, says Hare. We were just out walking. Bear should be asleep, but we both heard him talking. Bear snuggles down deep in a sad furry heap, but he still can't sleep. Mouse turns down the lamp, Badger builds the fire up, Hare pours warm milk into Bear's tin cup. Then Gopher and Mole tunnel up to the lair. Mole frets and he fusses. It's bedtime for bears. The cold wind blows while the firelight glows, but the bear can't sleep. Wren, owl, and raven flutter inside to find Bear awake with his eyes open wide. Wren hops to and fro. What else is there to try? A song to make him sleepy? So they sing him a lullaby. All gather in the lair and they hum along for Bear, but he still can't sleep. I'm awake, roars Bear, and that's all there is to it. I've tried to fall asleep, but I just can't do it. I'm bored, bored, bored. So I'll spin you all a tale. Once upon a time, in the strawberry vale, the friends huddled in as the story begins, since the bear can't sleep. Bear tells a story he has never told before, but just before the end, there comes a rumbling snore. When the sun peeks up on a bright new dawn, the friends can't sleep, but the bear snores on. Do you ever have trouble going to sleep? Sometimes I do. Counting sheep has never worked for me. So, what was the new word we learned today? Who can remember? Hibernate. And that's what animals do. Some of them, the ones that need to sleep all winter, they hibernate, right? Okay, friends, I'm so happy you joined me today. I hope you enjoyed story time. I'll see you next week, okay? Bye, friends.